If death strikes before I prove my blood, I swear I'll kill my death. Good morning, Jai Hind to one and all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, 2 Karnataka Battalion NCC, GSC. Today on Kargil Vijay Divas, let us understand what had actually happened during the Kargil conflict and how our valiant brave hearts triumphed.
Kargil War, also known as the Kargil conflict, was an armed conflict between India and Pakistan that took place in the Kargil district of Kashmir and along the LOC, the line of control. In India, this conflict is called as Operation Vijay. Vijay, which literally means victory. Now let's talk about why this conflict between India and Pakistan started. It was because of the infiltration of Pakistani soldiers who were disguised as the Kashmiri militants into the Indian side of the line of control. The Indian Army, later supported by the Indian Air Force, recaptured a majority of the positions in the Indian side of the LOC, infiltrated by the Pakistani troops and militants. Facing international diplomatic oppositions, the Pakistan forces withdrew from the remaining Indian position along the LOC.
Now, let me tell you the commanders and leaders under whom the whole operation took place. K.R. Narayanan was the president then. Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister then. It was supervised under General Ved Prakash Malik, Chief of Army Staff, and Air Chief Marshal Anil Yashwant Tepnis, Chief of Air Staff. The casualties were very dear, as 527 Indian soldiers martyred during this conflict, but it very well resulted in India's victory after a bloody battle of 2 months, 3 weeks and 2 days. Let me now explain you how the war progressed in detail. On 3rd of May, Pakistani intrusion in Kargil was reported by local shepherds. On 5th May, Indian Army patrol was sent up and 5 Indian soldiers were captured and tortured to death. On the 9th of May, heavy shelling by Pakistan Army damaged ammunition dump in Kargil. On 10th May, infiltrations were first noticed in Diras, Kaksar and Mushko sectors. During the mid of May, Indian Army moved in more troops from Kashmir Valley to Kargil sector. The Indian Air Force launched Operation Safed Sagar in support of the mobilization of Indian land forces on 26th May. 2 Indian Air Force aircraft, one MiG-21 and the other one MiG-27, were shot down by an Anza Mk-2 of Pakistan Army Air Defence Corps on May 27th, and Flight Lieutenant Kambampati Nachiketa was taken as prisoner of war. On 28th May, Indian Air Force Mi-17 was shot down by Pakistan, which resulted in the death of 4 air crew. Pakistan stepped up attacks and shelled NH-1 on the 1st of June. On 5th of June, Indian Army released documents recovered from 3 Pakistani soldiers indicating Pakistan's involvement. On June 6th, Indian Army launched major offensive in Kargil. Indian Army recaptured 2 key points in the Batlik sector on 9th of June. At the peak of Kargil conflict on June 11th, a bombshell tape nailed the Pakistan Army's lies. The tape was of a phone call between then Pakistan Army Chief General Parvez Musharraf and one of his senior generals. The phone call was intercepted by India's external intelligence agency, the Research and Analysis Wing. India made the tape of the phone call, which had the 2 Pakistani generals talking about the Kargil war, public to prove the Pakistan Army's direct involvement in the conflict. The turning point of the Kargil war was the recapture of the Tololing Peak. The Tololing Peak overlooked the Srinagar-Kargil-Leh highway and so gave the Pakistani intruders an opportunity to cut the strategic highway off. The Tololing Peak was recaptured by Indian soldiers on June 13th. On the 15th of June, US President Bill Clinton, in a telephonic conversation, forced Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to pull out from Kargil. On 29th of June, Pakistani Army's food and weapon supply was cut by their own Prime Minister, so they moved back and Indian Army forwarded towards Tiger Hill. Indian Army launched 3-pronged attack in Kargil on the 2nd of July. On 4th of July, Indian Army recaptured Tiger Hill after an 11-hour battle. On 5th July, Indian Army took control of Diras. Pakistani PM Nawaz Sharif announced Pakistan Army's withdrawal from Kargil following his meeting with Clinton. On 7th July, Indian Army recaptured Jubar Heights in Batalik. Pakistan began to pull out on 11th of July and India captured key peaks in Batalik. On 14 July, Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee declared Operation Vijay a success. Government set conditions for talks with Pakistan, and finally on the 26th of July, Kargil conflict officially came to an end. Indian Army announced complete eviction of Pakistani intruders.
A number of Indian soldiers earned the prestigious Gallantry Award for their bravery during the war. Among those, 4 of the soldiers earned Paramveer Chakra. Subedar Major Yogendra Singh Yadav is a junior commissioned officer in the Indian Army who was awarded the highest Indian military honor decoration, the Paramveer Chakra, for his action during the Kargil War. Aged 19 when he received the decoration, he is the youngest person to be awarded the medal. He enlisted with the 18 Grenadiers and was part of the Ghatak Force Commando platoon tasked to capture 3 strategic bunkers on Tiger Hill in the early morning hours of 4th July 1999. The bunkers were situated at the top of a vertical cliff, snow-covered 1,000 feet cliff face. Subedar Major Yogendra Singh Yadav volunteered to lead the assault, climbed the cliff face and installed ropes that would allow further assaults on the feature. Halfway up, machine gun and rocket fire came from an enemy bunker, killing the platoon commander and 2 others. In spite of being hit by multiple bullets in his groin and shoulder, he climbed the remaining 60 feet and reached the top. Though severely injured, he crawled to the first bunker and lobbed a grenade, killing 4 Pakistani soldiers and neutralizing enemy fire. This gave the rest of the platoon the opportunity to climb up the cliff face. He then charged the second bunker along with 2 of his fellow soldiers and engaged in hand-to-hand combat, killing 4 Pakistani soldiers. The platoon subsequently succeeded in capturing Tiger Hill. Though he was hit by 21 bullets, he played a major role in its capture. In early July, B Company of 11 Ghorkha Rifles was assigned the task to capture Kalubar Top. Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey was commanding a platoon in this company. Quickly seizing up the situation, the young officer led his platoon along a narrow ridge that led to the enemy position. While still short of the objective, the enemy fired upon the Indian soldiers, effectively stalling the Indian attack. Displaying great courage, he surged ahead of his troops and charged at the enemy with a full-throat battle cry through a hail of bullets. Fearlessly assaulting the first enemy position, he killed 2 enemy personnel and destroyed the second position by killing 2 more. Although wounded in the shoulder and leg, he pressed on his solitary charge with grim determination until he closed in on the first bunker. The 2 armies engaged in a ferocious hand-to-hand combat. The troops charged at the enemy and fell upon them. Undaunted and without caring for his grievous injuries, he continued to lead the assault on the 4th position, urging his men and destroy the same with a grenade. Even as he got a fatal burst on his forehead, he collapsed at the final bunker and succumbed to his injuries. Captain Vikram Batra, born on September 9, 1974. Captain Vikram Batra, also remembered fondly as the Shahershah of Kargil, was martyred on July 7, 1999. Prior to that, in June 1999, the 13th Jammu and Kashmir Rifles officer and his Delta company were tasked to recapture a crucial peak point 5140. According to the official records of the Indian Army, Captain Vikram Batra single-handedly killed 3 Pakistani soldiers in close combat while leading his troops from the front. On July 7, 1999, in another operation in the area of point 4875, Captain Vikram Batra sustained bullet injuries and ultimately succumbed to his injuries. Inspired by his bravery, his troops, however, fought bravely and captured point 4875. For his bravery in the face of the enemy and the supreme sacrifice, Captain Vikram Batra was awarded the country's highest gallantry award, the Param Veer Chakra, posthumously. Rifleman Sanjay Kumar, on 4th July 1999, as a member of the 13th Battalion Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, Subedar Sanjay Kumar was the leading scout of a team tasked to capture Area Flat Top, also called as Point 4875, during the Kargil War. The area was held by Pakistani troops. Having scaled the cliff, the team was pinned down by machine gun fire from an enemy bunker about 150 meters away. Subedar Sanjay Kumar, realizing the magnitude of the problem and the detrimental effects this bunker would have in the capture of Area Flat Top, crawled alone up the ledge along a flank and charged towards the enemy bunker through a hail of automatic fire. Almost instantly, he took 2 bullets in his chest and forearm that left him bleeding profusely. Though bleeding from the bullet wounds, he continued the charge towards the bunker. In hand-to-hand fighting, he killed 3 enemy soldiers. He then picked up an enemy machine gun and crept towards the second enemy bunker. The enemy soldiers, taken completely by surprise, were killed by him as they fled their post. Inspired by his act, the rest of the platoon charged, assaulted the feature and captured Area Flat Top.
Indian Army indeed outshined death and won it for our country. Let's end this video with a great saying of Captain Vikram Batra. Ye dil mange more.